invited to pull up a chair on Lisa Harper's Back Porch, where faith meets real life. Welcome to Back Porch Theology. Each episode helps you dive deeper into God's Word and discover that the gospel isn't just good news for eternity. It's great news for everyday life, because God is for you, and He's always been restoring our value and drawing us closer to Him. With honest conversations, a few laughs, and guests ranging from close friends to brilliant theologians, Back Porch Theology is thoughtful, meaningful, and never stuffy. So grab some coffee or sweet tea and join Lisa Harper on Back Porch Theology. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Hamburgers, Endless Smiles, Shelter Dogs Get a Feast They'll Never Forget. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. 200 hamburgers, endless smiles, shelter dogs get a feast they never forget. Okay, friend, if you're a dog lover, even a tiny little bit like I am, this story's about to fetch your heart and refuse to give it back. Picture this, Christmas Eve, a shelter full of dogs, and then more than 200 hamburgers arrive. Yes, 200 hamburgers. The lucky pups at KC Pet Project in Kansas City, Missouri were treated to a surprise feast when local animal advocate Scott Poor showed up with a platter stacked high with McDonald's hamburgers. And according to the people who witnessed it, it was basically a kennel-wide joy explosion. There's nothing quite like seeing a shelter dog's face light up over something as simple and delicious as a surprise hamburger on Christmas Eve, said Kate Manay, the shelter's CEO. I mean, can you even imagine the tail wagging? Kate said the happiness was contagious. She said pure joy ripped through the kennels, tails wagging, noses working overtime, all thanks to the generosity of Scott Poor, who shares our dedication to giving shelter pups as much comfort and joy as we can until they find their forever homes. Be still, my dog-loving heart. The shelter posted about it on Facebook, calling it the most amazing surprise for our dogs. Hundreds of plain hamburgers were delivered as an early Christmas treat, and it brought so much joy to our shelter, the post said. Watching our dogs enjoy such a special and tasty snack was truly something special. Scott, by the way, isn't new to this kind of kindness. This was actually his 10th Christmas Eve, during which he surprised shelter animals with a holiday treat. He's the founder of On a Mission KC, a nonprofit that advocates for long-term shelter pets, basically a real-life Santa Claus. The shelter also thanked a local groomer, Suntown, for helping spread the cheer and wrapped up this beautiful line. Moments like this remind us how powerful community support can be, and our dogs felt every bit of that love. Honestly, same, because this wasn't just about burgers. It was about dignity, delight, a reminder that even waiting hearts and wagging tails deserve celebration. And somewhere in Kansas City, a whole lot of very good dogs went to bed on Christmas Eve with full bellies, happy hearts, and probably dreams of cheeseburgers dancing in their heads. Hebrews 13:16, and do not forget to do good and share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
Faith shapes how we live, and it should shape how we steward our money too. That's why 316 Financial exists. We're an online bank created to help people align their finances with their faith and their values. At 316 Financial, 10% of our profits are given back to faith-based ministries, supporting work that makes a lasting difference. It's a simple idea. Everyday banking can be a powerful way to live generously, and you don't have to sacrifice quality to bank with purpose. 316 Financial offers modern online banking, no monthly fees, free ATM access nationwide, and competitive interest rates designed to help your money grow responsibly. Whether you're saving for the future, managing everyday expenses, or looking for a bank that reflects what matters most to you, 316 Financial makes it easy to bank with intention. Learn more and open an account today at bank316.com. Banking services are provided by 316 Financial, a division of Primis Bank, member FDIC.
After years of waiting and loss, this couple's path to parenthood took a beautiful turn. Written by Michaela Gordoni, read by Julie Provost. This couple's path to parenthood isn't anything like what they imagined. They were expecting 2 babies at once, and they aren't twins, but for 31-year-old Mia Karshner and 32-year-old Chad Karshner, they wouldn't change a thing. The couple had tried for years to get pregnant and were unsuccessful, so they chose to have a baby through surrogacy. Our finding of a surrogate was incredibly serendipitous and unique, Mia said. When we first started looking into it, we were told it was about a 2-year process and takes many, many months, even a year plus, to match with a surrogate. We decided to get introduced with an agency, but it was not but 2 days later that a miracle happened and our surrogate was matched with us. She had already completed all the necessary screenings, which take much time, and was supposed to travel to where we are from to have a transfer with another family, she explains. But they got pregnant naturally, and so she was prepared to go through with everything with us if we met and decided we were a good fit. They soon found out they had a baby on the way through the surrogate. But then something crazy happened. Against all odds, Mia was pregnant too. Given all that I had gone through and learned, it seemed impossible, she said. I did not find out I was pregnant until almost 16 weeks, as it was the last thing I considered when I did not feel like myself. My doctors were shocked. When the test was positive, my husband and I chuckled and did not think it could be true. I went to get a blood test to confirm, and on the way there, my husband said, I hope it's true. What a blessing it would be, she recalls. And well, it was. We laughed, cried tears of joy, and planned the unique story we would get to tell forever. Their children, a son Woods and daughter Cohen, were born 6 weeks apart. Our son is never not smiling. He just turned 3.5 months, so he really notices his sister and always stares at her lovingly, says Mia, who calls them twiblings. Our daughter is just 8 weeks, so just now starting to notice him. They do bath time together and spend all day right next to each other, getting to bond from day one, she said. They also share a nursery, which is just the best. Being a mom to our 2 babies is the ultimate dream come true, she tells People. I feel like I found my purpose and have never been happier. It truly feels meant to be that it happened in this way for us, she adds. Transitioning to parenthood has been seamless and natural, especially with my husband, who is the greatest partner and dad I could ever dream of. This couple has a very unique double blessing. Those kiddos are going to grow up very close and will share a special bond that very few people get to experience. What a blessing.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
If you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, Grainger knows that you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you're confident you'll soon have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.